Hi, everyone. I'm Father Mark Thomas, and the reflection today is from John's Gospel, chapter 7. So let's hear it. Jesus moved about within Galilee. He did not wish to travel to Judea because the Jews were trying to kill him. But the Jewish feast of tabernacles was near. But when his brothers had gone up to the feast, he himself also went up, but not openly, but as it were in secret. Some of the inhabitants of Jerusalem said, "Is he not the one they're trying to kill? And look, he is speaking openly, and they say nothing to him. Could the authorities have realized that he is the Christ? But we know where he is from. When the Christ comes, no one will know where he is from." So Jesus cried out in the temple area as he was teaching and said, "You know me, and also know where I am from. Yet I did not come on my own. But the one who sent me, whom you do not know, is true. I know him, because I am from him, and he sent me." So they tried to arrest him, but no one laid a hand on him, because his hour had not yet come. We're coming to the end of the fourth week of the season of Lent, and you may have noticed at daily Mass, the Gospel readings are becoming more tense. The lines are being drawn. Those opposing Jesus are becoming bolder. They're no longer afraid of showing their hate. They're even beginning to plot against him. And while all this is happening, Jesus is standing his ground. He's standing firm and answering back. And deep in our hearts, we already know what will happen. I think that the unsettledness of the readings might be something good for us spiritually. Experiencing the tension, danger, and emotion of these events help to make the Easter experience one that deepens our love for Christ. Over the last Sundays of Lent, we've heard so many beautiful readings about God's love for us. We heard about the Transfiguration, when Jesus showed us the beautiful face of God shining through him. That's our goal, to be with that beautiful face. Then the next week, we were reminded that no matter what happens, the bad and the good, God is always good. And last week, we heard about the Father who stood on the roof of his house so that his son, who had run away from home, would see him as he made his way home. In fact, his father standing on the roof of the house, waiting for him to return, would be the first thing that son saw against the horizon. What a lighthouse. That is the kind of love that God has for each one of us. And so we come to the passage that we heard today. Jesus is aware of the people plotting against him. His city has become a very dangerous place now. So he went to the feast, but did not call attention to himself, because it was not yet his time to die. After a while, he could no longer contain himself. He had to teach about God. Some people there were questioning whether he was the Messiah, and claiming that when the Messiah comes, no one would know where the Messiah came from. But they believed that they knew Jesus. And that just might be a good point of reflection for us. In claiming that they knew Jesus, they were defining him. And by defining him, they were limiting themselves to what he could do for them by their own closed-mindedness. Jesus is God, the second person of the Trinity. We cannot limit him by our definitions or by putting him in one of our categories. As we approach Holy Week and the Great Triduum, let us ask God for the grace to give Jesus the freedom he needs so that we can be drawn into the mystery of who he really is, what he's done for us, and how much He loves us. We might also ask for the grace to not categorize and define each other, because the real blessing of Easter is that Jesus is not finished with each one of us yet. May God bless you.